Welcome back. Let's talk about the currency markets now, where the rupee has recovered from the 1-month lows that it touched yesterday, 0.25% up on the closing space today. So 65.48 is where it shut shop. Remember, the rupee prices have been quite volatile in the last few days. We have seen decline onto that one. The Indian domestic equities have been choppy. The dollar index has been on the stronger side. The FPI interest in the Indian debt market seems to be waning. It also has to do with the Bihar election outcome by the weekend, which the markets would be taking a keen interest on. And apart from that, there has been a slower investment. The inflation has been a concern as well, especially with the pulses prices rising. And of course, the corporate earnings is something that the markets also has been a bit worried about. Let's get on board Abhishek Goenka, who's founder and CEO at IFA Global, and he joins us on a Mumbai phone line. Abhishek, hi, good to have you. There has been so much happening in the domestic markets, and the global cues have been in plenty as well. What kind of cues are you watching out when you look at the rupee?
I think rupee, if you look at overall, the US dollar has been strong across the board. The euro has been falling down. So the emerging markets are not so weak, but rupee has been a little weak because recently we have not seen much money also flowing in the market. So overall, I think the Indian markets are slightly weak, and rupee is also getting weak because of lower prices, etc. So we are expecting the rupee to have a crucial resistance at around 65-70 levels. But in case we see that levels breaking, then positively we could see a move another 50 paisa from there. But overall, dollar strength, rupee bearish, and buying on dips is recommended.
Abhishek, while there have been a certain minuses like the corporate investments, the earnings, all of that really hasn't been on the mark. The FPI interest really seems to be waning. What's your sense? Would you watch out for the Bihar election outcome? It's not economic in nature, slightly politic, but it surely is sentimental driving.
No, that's right. I think the entire world has been watching on the Bihar election, and I think the market is slightly nervous. I would not say very much. But in any case, if we do not see the BJP coming to power, then possibly markets could give a meltdown at least for a day or two, and then possibly we could see some pressure happening in the rupee. But as of now, I think the markets are very, very undecided on that. So I would not like to say that a particular view has been made on basis of that.
Abhishek, also if you look at the bond market, the corporate debt bond market as well, all of them really seem to be worried, rather nervous ahead of the non-farm payroll data on Friday. How would you want to trade the next couple of days before that number actually comes out?
I think 180 plus is what if the market comes and the US dollar is going to get quite stronger, and then we could see the effect on the rupee also. But as of now, I think markets it's always happened before the payroll numbers, the markets kind of moving flat. So I think the rupee is also going to be flat in the range of 10-20 paisa, between 50 to 70 times. And also for the euro and other emerging market pairs, I think we are not going to see much movement happening before the non-farm payrolls. But any number above 180 is going to be a good number for the US dollar, where we would see the dollar yields inching higher, rupee getting weaker, and the other market currencies also getting weaker.
All right, Abhishek, thank you so much for that. But at this point in time, it's the former Secretary at Law Ministry and the head of the panel working out the legal framework for the proposed bankruptcy bill. T.K. Vishwanathan joins us, and Supriya is with him to talk it over.
Thanks very much, Manisha, for handing this over. And yes, Mr. Vishwanathan.